Hey bookaholics, welcome to another video. So these last couple of weeks have been a bit crazy. I actually didn't post last week on Thursday because I had so much stuff going on. So I just want to give you guys a little update, and I'll also do my September wrap up in this video. So first, the update. So tomorrow I am going to Dublin, Ireland. I talked about this a little bit in my book unhaul. I am going to Dublin for an internship and it is finally happening. I am going tomorrow. I leave Canada. It's like the first time I've actually left the continent. Like, I've been to California before, but I haven't been outside of the continent before, so I'm just like, I'm extremely excited, but I'm also extremely nervous. This last week has just been crazy because I've been having to pack, but also we had to move from our house. My sister and I had to pack up everything from the house we've been living in for the last 5 years, so we had to pack up everything. I had to pack up my stuff for Ireland, and that's why I'm in a little kid's room with an owl on the wall and Elsa and Anna. That's why I'm in here. So yeah, everything's been a little crazy and I'm not too sure how updates are gonna be, but I do have some videos filmed already. Those ones will probably be in my old room with my books behind me. Like, all my books are packed up. I have a few that I'm bringing with me to Ireland, but like everything is packed up in boxes. That is the update. That's why I didn't post last week on Thursday, but I'm going to be posting this one today, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. But everything is pretty much done. I just have to get to the airport early in the morning to actually get going. So I'm really excited, but I am so nervous. But let's just get right into the September wrap-up. So the first book I finished in September is Meant to Be by Lauren Morrill. Now this one she is in Europe, so it's like, I'm maybe really excited for going to Ireland. But this one pretty much just follows a girl who goes on to a school trip to London, I think it was. She ends up getting partnered with a guy she really doesn't care for, and it's one of those kind of chick flick, so you kind of know what it's going to happen. But I really did enjoy this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. What I really liked about this book is that, like, Julia, she's like really rule following and doesn't like to get in trouble, and the partner she's with kind of gets her out of that and like kind of gives her more of an experience in London than doing everything that everyone else is doing. And she's not really friends with anyone who is going because one of her friends had to stay behind because her parents wouldn't let her go, so she is kind of very isolated. But the guy she ends up being matched with kind of helps her get out of that. So it was really cute. I really liked it. I read it as an audiobook. It was very cute, and I'm really happy I actually read it, and it made me really excited for Ireland. So yeah, that was the first book I read in September. The second book I read in September, which was a long time coming. Like, I've been just avoiding reading this book, but I finally read it, and that is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. Oh my god. Now this one, I'm loving this series. Like, the Dark Artifices series is so very good, and I am so freaking happy that I finally read this before I go to Ireland, because I probably wouldn't have been able to bring that with me just because it's a little big. But I finally read it and it was so good. I'm gonna talk about it because I don't want to spoil Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. Lord of Shadows was so good. Just like Lady Midnight, it's all woven in very well. Like, yes, it's a bit long, but I really liked how long it was. Like, some people think it's a little bit drawn out, but I personally just loved it because it gave me more chances to be like with each couple and like each character a little bit longer and get to know them more. So I really enjoyed that. And the last chapter, oh my god, the last chapter just killed me. So if you haven't read the series, or you haven't read Lord of Shadows, but you read Lady Midnight, go read Lord of Shadows now, because it is just so good. That is all I'm going to talk about it, because I don't want to spoil you for Lady Midnight, because this series is just amazing. So the third book I read in September is Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. Now this book, I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. This one was just so great. It reminded me a lot of Fangirl. Fangirl is one of my absolute favorite books, and this one is one that's gonna be a favorite of mine for a while. I feel like it was just perfect. Eliza, she writes webcomic, so she posts like webcomic strips every week, a couple pages, and in this book she ends up meeting one of the most famous fan fiction writers of her webcomics, and like she doesn't want to reveal it to him because she's a little nervous how he will react, and it's adorable. And one of the things that she has is like she's not very social and she has social anxiety, and I really liked how that was expressed in this book. I would recommend this one if you love fangirl or anything that's a contemporary. Read this book, it's so good. The last book I read in September is Autobiography by Christina Lauren. Now this one I didn't even know existed until I saw Haley in Bookland talk about it, and when she talked about it, oh my god, I had to get it. She described it as a mixture of Fangirl and Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, so you know I had to get it because those two books are two of my favorites. So I bought it that same day and I read it that same day. I loved it so much. 5 out of 5. It was just a really unique one because it followed a boy who moved into this small town called Provo, and it is kind of like a town that has a lot of Mormons who live there, and he ends up going into this class that is pretty much you write a novel in 4 months. One of the TAs is someone who was very successful in the class ahead of them who's getting their book published. It's just so good. They start kind of creating a relationship, and Mormons, they kind of accept gays, but they don't accept them in their religion. So if you are gay in that culture, in that religion, and you decide to actually pursue having a same-sex relationship, you have to leave the community. They won't make you leave the community if you are gay and they tell you you are, but if you actually go through with your same-sex relationships and want to pursue it, then you have to leave. I learned a lot in this book, and it was just written very well, and I just absolutely loved it, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Those are all the books read in September. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just so excited to go to Ireland, and I will most likely be doing a video there to show you the place. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below all the books that you guys read in September, or if you have been to Ireland, please let me know your experience because I would love to know, and I'm just so excited. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Check out my other social media accounts, my Facebook, Twitter, Goodreads, and Instagram. I make a video every Thursday, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.